Welcome to Amazing World Channel.
Images of bloodied pensioners and police firing rubber bullets into peaceful crowds shocked the world today as Catalonia attempted to hold a referendum on independence from Spain. The Spanish Interior Ministry called the referendum illegal and said it will not recognize the result. Meanwhile, armed police were called to schools to shut down polling stations and remove voters. As early reports emerged of more than 300 injured citizens and more than 10 police officers, Europeans took to the internet to condemn the silence from the EU. Spain is a member state, and the EU has insisted MAG to deal with the issue internally. The referendum has thrown Spain into its worst constitutional crisis in decades, and will have major implications for the entire nation, and potentially the EU. AFP bullet jet to Catalan voters dragged by police as EU condemned for not speaking out. Catalonia is a critical contributor to the Spanish economy, and accounts for 20% of the nation's GDP. If it became independent, the region would no longer be part of the EU, and could potentially unleash major financial crisis across Spain. But the EU remained tight-lipped for most of referendum day, with Guy Verhofstadt, president of the Alliance of Liberals Democrats for Europe ALDE in the European Parliament, breaking the silence. Amid fury, the bloc should condemn Madrid. Voters were left livid, asking Jean-Claude Juncker, European Commission president, why he was keeping quiet. One man wrote on Twitter, "What has Tusk?" Juncker said, "I can't believe the silence from the EU on this. Disappointment doesn't come close." John Michael Murray said, "Prediction: Catalan within 48 hours announces independence. Bigger headache for the EU than Brexit." Dan Sanderson tweeted, "The EU want a fascist United States of Europe. Viva Catalan." Others said they will no longer see themselves as European. Sun, October 1, 2017. People clash with Spanish Guardia Civil. Dorothy Bruce wrote, "Difficult not to attack EU when see Catalan scenes of police violence and hear no word of condemnation from Brussels. Spain is member of EU." Another said, "Do not call me neither Spanish nor European anymore. I am Catalan." David Shelton said, "As Rajoy doesn't respect the Catalan language or culture, it's time EU told Rajoy he's behaving like Nicolas Maduro. Tell him hold referendum." Politician Miquel Butch led the charge, calling for the EU to condemn the violence. He said, "If Europe does not say anything about the violence we are living, I do not want to be European." The Spanish government has called for voters in the region to go home, but the streets are heaving with peaceful sit-ins. Earlier today, police fired rubber bullets at protesters. Guy Verhofstadt, the European Parliament's Brexit envoy, released a statement at 5:30 p.m. BST. He said, "I don't want to interfere in the domestic issues of Spain, but absolutely condemn what happened today in Catalonia." On one hand, the separatist parties went forward with a so-called referendum that was forbidden by the Constitutional Court, knowing all too well that only a minority would participate, as 60% of the Catalans are against separation. And on the other hand, even when based on court decisions, the use of disproportionate violence. To stop this. In the European Union, we try to find solutions through political dialogue, and with respect for the constitutional order as enshrined in the treaties, especially in Art. 4. It's high time for de-escalation. Only a negotiated solution in which all political parties, including the opposition in the Catalan parliament, are involved, and with respect for the constitutional and legal order of the country, is the way forward. Express.co.uk has contacted the European Commission for comment.